So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Foles. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, Jake Ryan, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's taken in by Callaway. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now Foles. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go. You tighten up. All right, flare. Go. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slant. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
McCaffrey following the penalty. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Here we go, D. What we got? 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Let's go, D. Mike, 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Now. Son. Right there. 54, right there, right there. I don't think you got it, son.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. What we got? What we got? Check 43. What is it?
Here's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
On the ball. On the ball. Nice, nice. 61. Match spot. Right.
At the 39-yard line.
Zebra. Johnson hit.
From the 39, Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got Sanu. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Show us 5-3. Show us 5-3. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get in. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, D. Here we go.
And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Miller with first down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They keep it with Miller on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't. You can't block me. Watch Twitch.
Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, 1-7, check, Mike, 56.
To throw is Jackson, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
51 to mine. And it's getting it hard. 51.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Go! Out. Switch it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Flushed out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 16-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to throw now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
Girl.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
64, 13.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Yeah, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put it behind the 8 ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
What we got? What we got?
Check three. Watch the eye.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy, easy.
55. Check, 55. Mike.
Yeah. You don't want to know. Mike, 55.
Foles. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, E. Let's go, baby. We turn up. Get that ball.
Under.
Big gap.
Back to throw here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
One.
Watch 55. Here we go. Mike 55.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2 yards on. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Check. Lucky. Bang.
Greystone, travel.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one.
28-yard line.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Short. 51, Mike 51.
No game on this defense. No game.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Jackson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
The tackle made by Jake Ryan. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamie Collins. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Feed him full. Feed him full. Motion.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.